Hello and welcome everyone. Today we will talk about flex fuel vehicles because over the past few years you've probably heard increasingly more about flex fuel vehicles even if you don't fully understand what they are. Today a number of known flex fuel benefits exist. However, before investing in this type of vehicle, you should first understand what you're purchasing. Flex fuel or flexible fuel is an alternative fuel made of combination of gasoline and methanol. Flex fuel vehicles are those that have internal combustion engines designed to run on more than one type of fuel. Other than a few modifications to the engine and fuel systems, flex fuel vehicles are virtually identical to gasoline-only models. This technology isn't new. It was first developed in the early 1990s, and since there are approximately 21 million flex fuel vehicles on the road, let's look at some of the reasons you might want to consider making the switch to flex fuel. Due to climate change, more people today are concerned about fuel consumption effects on the environment. Ethanol burns cleaner than gasoline, which means flex fuel vehicles pump fewer toxic fumes into the environment. Flex fuel also contributes fewer greenhouse gases, making it a more environment-friendly option than traditional gasoline. One of the greatest advantages of a flex fuel vehicle is that it burns whatever proportion of fuel mixture only in the combustion chamber. The car is equipped with electronic sensors that gauge the blend, and its microprocessors adjust the fuel injection and timing. Modern flex fuel vehicles are built using advanced technology such as electronic sensors. These technological advances allow your car to adjust the way it's operating, including detecting the fuel blend and making any necessary adjustments. Modern flex fuel cars also contain 10 to 85% ethanol. Thanks to the technology it's equipped with, your vehicle will determine the most efficient proportions. Many flex fuel vehicles run on ethanol, which is sustainably produced from ingredients such as cane, sugar, and corn. This makes ethanol a good alternative to purchasing foreign oil. Consumers who drive flex fuel cars receive tax credits that can significantly reduce or even eliminate their tax obligations. While some might argue that using an alternative fuel source can negatively impact a vehicle's performance, but in reality, it can have the opposite effect. Flex fuel vehicles don't experience a loss in performance when using E85 fuel. In fact, some even generate increased torque and horsepower. However, flex fuel does have disadvantages you should consider before purchasing one of these vehicles. While it's great that flex fuel can be sustainably produced using corn and sugar, its production comes with a downside. Crops designed to be used for flex fuel production can be allocated to other sources. This could potentially drive up the price of animal feed. Corn is also prone to disease and weather conditions such as flooding and drought. This can be problematic for corn prices during poor harvest. Obviously, you want to treat your engine in the best way possible. Unfortunately, ethanol absorbs dirt easily, which can potentially corrode and damage your engine. One of the main reasons about driving a flex fuel car is its gas mileage. While some experts assert that flex fuel vehicles have similar mileage as a regular fuel-powered vehicles, others claims that they have lower gas mileage. While ethanol does raise a vehicle's octane level, it contains less energy. In other words, it will take 1.5 times more to provide the same energy levels. So yes, you will get fewer miles per gallon using ethanol. However, ethanol costs less than the regular gasoline, so the savings should more than offset the mileage loss. Because flex fuel is not as economical as gasoline, gas stations are less likely to carry it. In fact, only a small percentage of gas stations nationwide supply ethanol, although that is likely to change as more consumers purchase flex fuel vehicles. The benefit of a modern flex fuel vehicle is that you can use any combination of gasoline and ethanol, whether it's 100% unleaded gas or 85% ethanol. Your vehicle sensors will detect the blend and make the necessary changes. The debate surrounding the pros and cons of flex fuel and flex fuel vehicles aren't going away anytime soon. However, there does seem to be a move toward using ethanol as an environmental friendly and economical fuel source. More ethanol refining plants are opening up, and even if you are not ready to transition to a flex fuel vehicle yet, it's something to keep in mind for the future because the technology is always changing, so there is no way to predict what flex fuel vehicles and advances could emerge over the next few years. You could be driving a flex fuel car already and not even know it. Flex fuel vehicles typically look no different than any other vehicles, but there are some signs you can look for. For example, many manufacturers put yellow gas caps on flex fuel vehicles or a yellow ring where you insert the fuel nozzle. Other vehicles have labels on the fuel doors indicating they take flex fuel. If you do have a flex fuel vehicle, you could switch to an alternative fuel source now without having to go through the effort and the expense of purchasing a new car. Now, if you know any other insight about these flex fuel vehicles, then don't hesitate to share and mention in the comments. See you till next time.